Hey everybody, I stayed the night at my new place for the first time last night, and I got up and I thought I'd come and do a little shopping and swing back by here. They're over here getting the dumpster. That's the last of the stuff right there. Just by chance I was coming down the road and there he was right in front of me. I passed him, stuck my arm out the window. This driveway here. I'm sort of just hanging out. You know, when he leaves, I'm gonna close the gate behind him and that'll be it. Didn't think I'd be coming down here again, but the fuel, I want to get a few little two outdoor rugs that were on the back porch to put under the steps of my camper. So, covering it up. That'll be about it. Anyway, I'm gonna, here's my rugs and stuff I picked up here at Lowe's, and I got me some ant poison and stuff like that to spray around my camper and around the wheels and everything. But I noticed I had an ant in my kitchen this morning when I woke up. Well, you can't have no ants in the camper. But anyway, here's the last thing. There's the shop, the flag flying. Everything's all done. They go right back to the back pasture one more time. That old shed's empty. Right back here is where I had another mobile home. I took care of my uncle for 16 years. He's got a little circle driveway here that I put around. But that's where his mobile home was, right there. And the last guy under contract, the VA wanted me to, he had to have that taken out or they wouldn't finance it. So I took it out. Here's the back pasture. Yep. Last little drive through. There's the back pond there. Don't look like much, but that dude is deep. Whoa, it's deep. Behind the shop. My neighbor Terry and them, won't be seeing them no more. Here's my front pond. And here's Steve, his log cabin shop where they live at. Commercial flagpole there. Here's the entrance. Here's fixing to close this gate for the last time. An old car I made right there. That's been out there for years and years. I made this gate right here. Reed's Ridge. There's a wasp nest in there. See the Reed's Ridge. Ours on each side. Years ago, how these railroad ties were, they went all the way across. And then on the other side too, they went all the way across to the fence line. And something they fell over or something like that, instead of messing with them, I just got the tractor and got them all up. I had a grapple on it. Well, I didn't have to get out and do them by hand, but I grab it and go set them in a pile. Oh. Got some mail. Got some mail. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more to this video later on, but I just wanted to film this last little exit. So I'll talk to y'all later on. Y'all take care. Bye. Hey everybody. I think the little clip before this one here was loading that dumpster up and leaving the property for the last time. Sort of getting settled in here. It's a little dark. Let me turn some lights on. This is my second day, man. It's hard to live in a 32-foot camper, but from a 2,000 square foot home. There's my little office. Hadn't unpacked my bag yet. But anyway. Here's my front patio porch. I got the cooler out and the barbecue grill out of the trailer. Then I went to Home Depot and got a gallon of bug spray. Well, here it is right here. Bug Stop Home Barrier. I got that and I went all around the perimeter, all out in here, all out in here. I sprayed all that, and then all this was grown up, and I got my zero turn and I cut all that back real far. We don't have anything, any bugs or whatever that cuts that down. And plus the other day I came down here with a poison sprayer and I sprayed all that with poison, so all that's going to be dead. And yeah, pretty well settling in as far as a home base. Now we're supposed to close on the Thursday. Today is Tuesday. Supposed to close, but the mortgage company on his side is waiting on some kind of a CM, some kind of document. Nothing I can do about it. It was something they're seeking. And when that comes in, then we can sign. Well, then they extended the contract another 12 days, so that wouldn't expire. And then the other agent said, well, maybe we'll schedule the closing for next Friday. And my agent says, no, as soon as we get that paperwork in, we want to sign and get it over with. So, but here's usually where I'd park my truck. Well, I wanted to get my zero turn out of the trailer over there and park it here. And I told Mom, we got to drag all this crap out. It's just stuff, farm equipment that's sitting here, just collecting dust and rust. I'm gonna drag it out and put it out there in the field where somebody can come and look at it and buy it and get rid of this stuff. She don't have a tractor or nothing. and just get rid of it. And then that'll be another area to store a lawnmower or a barbecue grill or whatever, and that'll be more space. But right now, this is just a catch-all. It hadn't been used in years. So while we was out here poisoning the other day, we went on and poisoned all this, most of it anyway. You can sort of see where it's dying off. We poisoned. I told Randy to poison all of it. Well, he thought I meant around the barn and this and that. Well, I meant all the grass, so she wouldn't have to mow none of this anymore. And he poisoned all that back in there. But I'm gonna have to put some more poison and poison all of it so she doesn't have to mow this anymore. But the difference between that right there and back behind my camper right there, it's a big difference. That's the way I want to do this back here so she doesn't have to mow it. Try to eliminate a lot of maintenance that she's responsible for. She's got to keep up. And then I got to get it all in order before I take off and travel. I've already got a guy lined up to mow her place, mow all of this. I mean, I'm talking about mow all that in the front, behind her house, way over here. I mean, it's just acres and acres of grass that she has to mow. She was doing it herself until we got this guy to, he'd do it $150 every 2 weeks. So I'm paying for that. And then hooked to her pole out here, I'm paying her utility bill. That'll take care of that. So I'm just trying to do what I can before I hit the road. I know she likes me being down here. And then I told her I was going to take that stuff out, drag that equipment out, and she says, well, as long as you let me know what you're doing, don't just start dragging stuff out without my consent. I said, Mom, I'm not going to drag your stuff out. I'm just moving down here, but we need to get that stuff out of here and get it gone and straighten some stuff up that you haven't done in years. But I'm buying a generator because the power goes out down on a regular basis. Well, I'm gonna put it in this thing here, but I need to put it closer to that pole over there. This is I made this years ago on an 8x5 trailer to carry motorcycles in. And I hauled two motorcycles in this thing to Daytona Beach, Florida, and pulled this thing behind a fifth wheel camper. This is homemade. I welded it together and everything. But my uncle, I sold it to my uncle, and he took it off of the trailer and put it out here for a storage building. So I might use that, or either I'm buying a generator and setting it beside this pole here, and then I'm gonna make a cover over it, because like I said, the power goes out here on a regular basis and it'll stay out 1, 2, 3 days sometime. So I'm gonna put a generator out here and build a little box over it. And the power goes out, then I just unplug it from the pole, hook it to the generator, and the generator I'm getting is a 12,500 watt, and it'll run like 10.5 to 12 hours on a tank of gas, which is like 6 gallons. That should take care of a power outage. So, but I'm running on a 30 amp plug, which I've got it adapted down a 50 to a 30. That means I can only run one air conditioner. Now, if I would put another breaker up there and put a 50 amp plug on it, I could run both air conditioners. But under the circumstances, I can just run one air conditioner. I'm good with that. It's been pretty hot out here. You know, it don't cool real good, but it's okay. It's tolerable. So anyway, this is took that trailer out. That's where that poison sprayer is going to go. Go around and poison stuff. Let me open this up. I got the lawnmower out of here. A few other things. I don't know if you can see it. There's my motorcycle. Yeah. It's a little dark in there. You can't see it. It's not in the heat of the day and the sun shining. But anyway, I'm getting things lined out. Trying to adjust to my new living standards. Got my grill out here. That cooler. Garbage cans. Oh, this ramp. I hate that stump right there, but that's just where the camper ended up. The stump right there. There's a bush that was cut down and they didn't get the root out. They should have put a chain around it and pulled the whole bush out of the ground at one time, but my cousin from California came out here and cut them down because they were in the way, not thinking that you could pull them out by the root. But anyway, there's my mom's house up there. It's across the field. It's a little farther than like crossing a football field to get to the other side. It's a little farther than that, but it's probably 30 or 40 feet to my truck. If I can get that other side cleaned out, all that tractor equipment stuff, I'm gonna pull it right out there where that white cherry is. Let me see, right, I think it's right there somewhere where that white cherry is. I'm gonna pull it all out there in that opening, so if somebody wants to come and look at it, she's gonna sell it. She don't use it anymore. But let me see how long I've been filming this. Okay. You know, this is attachment to the video I did earlier of them taking that dumpster. I think yesterday when they came and got that dumpster, and I filmed that. That was my last time on my property. I waited for him to film it. I mean, waited for him to hook it up and everything. When he pulled out, I followed him and I closed my gate for the last time. So the address that I lived at on DeSoto Road is no longer mine. We haven't closed yet, but I'm not moving back. I mean, I'm here. So if for some reason these people back out of the contract, it just goes back on the market and it'll stay vacant until it sells. But I will not be moving back to that property. I am done and finished. 34 years of living there. But anyway, the last video I did of my dream is coming to an end. Can't believe it, within like 12 hours I got 300 and something views. Unbelievable. I don't know if it's an algorithm or something like that or whatever, but there's not just hardly any way that many people is going to see my video out of thousands of videos on YouTube. But they did. I mean, and the thumbs up, and I think I picked up like another 8 or 10 subscribers. So but anybody follow me or anything else, is, hey, give me a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I'm not trying to get monetized or nothing like that. This is strictly for memories, and I just like the thumbs up. You know, if everybody gives a thumbs up, and then especially if they comment, I really love the comments. It gives me the opportunity to answer back You know, there's one person said, I know how you feel selling your place and this and that or something. And another guy said he was 70 something years old. If he was younger, he would go to the Philippines. And, you know, I said I'd go to the Philippines. But that's still, I'm thinking about it. I've given it a lot of thought. I watch a lot of videos. I've got a couple of friends over there. I'm just not sure yet. I've got a ways to go here after selling my place and trying to readjust on my new life. It's a lot to take in. It's different. I'm not sure what to do, but it seems like everything's falling in pretty good. I mean, I'm not pressured for nothing. I mean, I'm going to have to go get my driver's license transferred to down here. I've got to, after closing, I got to cancel my homeowner's insurance, have my utilities turned off, had a propane tank that I've had for 34 years, have that canceled. They said property taxes will automatically go when the owner takes ownership. So other than that, I mean, I've already filled out a change of address, stuff like that. I mean, there's not much really else I can do, really. Just a few phone calls after we do the closing. And the people that are buying my place are from Louisiana. So, I don't know why they moved from Louisiana up here. Maybe it's a better place, or I think the guy worked for FedEx and he's transferring up here or something. I have no idea, but that's totally up to them. I just know that I've made this decision and I'm ready to do it. You know, I had a contract on it last year, went through a whole bunch of engineer inspection and work on the foundation and updated tornado tie downs, and had all new air duct work done. We've had 3 gas leaks, so fixed that, a water leak fixed, all the foundation. The roof has been redone not too long ago. I put a new well pump in. There's some more stuff too, I can't think of it. I've gotten rid of all the stuff in the barn, in the garage shop. Everything's out of the house. I'm leaving the tractor, leaving a riding lawnmower, a wagon and a poison sprayer, chainsaw, weed eater, leaf blower, shovels, picks, rakes, axes, stuff like that. You know, it's just it's a ready move-in situation for whoever buys it. And I don't know, whatever they want to do, but I'm ready to move on. And I think that my first trip, I thought about it, going to Louisiana, then to see a buddy of mine, Junior, again, or it's been way overdue going to see a buddy of mine, Joe, in Northern California, San Jose. And I've got to do that. I've got to go see Joe. I mean, it's just, we've kept in contact all these years from the age of 24. And just, he was my boss, you know. We worked hard together for 3.5 years. He trained me in on tree climbing and stuff like that. When I went out there, I was a groundsman. And then when time I left, I was a foreman over, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 crews, bucket crews and climbers and stuff like that. But it's been a long time ago. But yeah, look at that cloud right there. That's pretty, ain't it? That one little black cloud in the middle of that white cloud. Little bird flying around. I think those are I don't know, they're not sparrows, but they're what they call those, they get the mosquitoes. But anyway, I'm trying to get everything together and get settled in on this new way of living. And it's hard to adjust, man. I mean, I've had 6 or 7 campers, but not in the mindset that, hey, this is my home. So this is new. I got to look at it in a total different way. I'm not on a camping trip. And then when I get ready to do a trip, I've got to leave this here and I guess lock it up or whatever, and hopefully everything will be fine when I get back. With Mom, it's on Mom's property, so she's like a hawk. She'll watch everything. And if she don't, my aunt, she lives right over on the other side of that trailer right there. She'll watch it. She'll watch what Mama don't watch. There's where Mama lives, up there. So, like two hawks. You got the left eye and the right eye. Well, they don't miss nothing. But, yeah, look at them, the martins. That's what those are, the martins everywhere. They running around there. I don't know if you can see them in the sky, flying around, but they wearing these mosquitoes out. But it's peaceful out here. It's a good ways off the road, and then she lives on a dead-end street. But it's a way down here, dead end. You don't ever hear, you might hear a plane go by every now and then, but I heard something earlier and I walked out and it was thunder from a distance. But it just rolled away. I mean, it was gone. But we're out in a place where the power goes out regular. So I'm fixing to order me a good generator, a 12,500 watt generator, and put back here and so I have a backup. I can't do without my air and all that. I mean, Mama, she just goes in there and goes to bed. She don't worry about it. She's used to it all these years. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a video on updating this and that. Here it is. This is my little setup. A cooler for a table, two rocking reclining chairs or whatever they are, a barbecue grill. Here's a ramp. I figured that was better than steps. My steps are underneath it. And then I got a garbage can there, and then I got another garbage can. So I'm just out here relaxing. I'm out in the boondocks now. Where I was in the city, but sort of out in the country. Around the corners, everything. But I'm not there anymore, so. But anyway, just thought I'd make another video and add it on to that last time I went through the property, and the dumpster guy was hooking up to that one little load to take that last scrap out of there from what I didn't sell in the yard sale. And then when he left, I closed the gate out front, and I haven't been back yet since, and that was yesterday. And when I left there, I did a little grocery shopping, which is hard to grocery shop when you're staying in a camper. Usually I got cabinets and everything. I just pile all kinds of stuff, stick in my freezer and everything else. But here you can't. You're limited, so I didn't buy any frozen foods, no refrigerated foods. I got canned goods for a quick fix. And then I went to the doctor and did my 6-month checkup. So I'm good to go with that. And then see, what else did I do? Well, you know, I did the change of address. And then I did a few things to get stuff done. But anyway, trying to take care of business. And I don't know. Just taking a step at a time. But yeah, I hate it. I'm selling my property and all that, but yeah, it's time to make a change. It's time to move on. By myself. Nobody coming up there seeing me for years and years. Not married. You know, let it go. Move on. Travel. If I don't travel, just relief of the responsibility of mowing and picking up sticks and box blading the driveway, and you know, getting debris off the roof from trees if a storm comes through and stuff like that. You know, it ain't much to do, but you know, maintenance on the pond, if there's some weeds growing down there, or whatever. You know, beautiful place. It was a good home, but time to go. I'm thinking it's going to be better. I've got to make it happen. I'm not going to come down here and sit in this camper in a field in the back of my mom's house and not do anything. But I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to get out and check things out, travel a little bit. I think about going on a cruise. I'm trying to think about getting on a plane. I mean, I can get the Las Vegas trips all day long, but anytime you go park your truck at the airport, what, $15 a day or whatever, fly, and you get 2 or 3 free days and nights complimentary at Vegas, and your transportation is just from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel. Well, they're not giving you transportation to travel around the city and stuff like that. That's on your own. They're just giving you transportation to go to the casino to spend your money. So, do I want to do that? Nah. Could I, when I go see Joe out in California? Yeah, I could go park at the airport, fly out there to San Jose, rent a car, go see him, return the car, fly back, pay my parking fee for how long I've been gone here. That'd save a lot of time, but I've driven over the road for FedEx all my life. So the trip of driving to California is no big deal. I would enjoy that. But this time, it's not driving in a semi-truck. I can pull over anywhere I want to, eat. If I get tired, I can stay in a hotel, boogie on. If I want to sightsee, I can get me a hotel, go do a little tourist sightseeing and stuff, and then go back to the hotel, get my rest. And if I don't want to leave that next morning, I'll stay another night. I mean, there's no limit. You know, I can. It takes 2,300 miles out to California. Well, I can stop 4, 5, 6 times on the way out. It might take me 3 weeks to make it out there. It don't matter. This is a new beginning. I'm not in no hurry. I'm not on a schedule. You know, it's something I don't have to do. It's something I want to do. So there's a big difference there. There's a big life change. And I know this all sounds a little crazy, and you got your own opinions on how I'm talking and my thoughts. You know, yeah, that's fine. Everybody's got their own opinion. You know, I think for me. And, you know, you can bash me or man, you're crazy. You ought to do this. You ought to do that. I wouldn't go out there. I think I'd fly. That's too far to drive. Hey, good luck with your thoughts, you know, and that's all I know to tell you. I'm going to do what I want to do for once in my life. Well, I've always done what I wanted to do, but I'm actually fixing to do something totally different than I've ever done before. And it's with freedom, comfort, and a clear mind, and nothing holding me back. That's what matters. And you know, it'd be nice if I had a travel companion or something like, but I don't. You know, that's just how it is. I don't have anybody to travel with me or anything like that, so I'm a soloer. I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I want to hit that road. I'm going to check in somewhere at a hotel. I might stay 2 or 3 days in that spot. Yeah, I might go down to VFW or the nearest little dance place and have a couple of drinks and see what's happening and stuff like that. Well, then go back to the hotel, get up the next morning. If I don't want to go somewhere, go down to the massage parlor and get me a massage for my legs or my back. Go eat me a good meal. Go watch me a movie, go have my oil changed in my truck, you know, just whatever. I have no limit, no nothing, no boundaries. I'm actually free for the first time. And as far as this camper, if it were to burn to the ground while I'm gone, oh well. It's insured. I don't care. I've narrowed down to where I've got what clothes I got and everything is, you know, I can go replace that with one shopping trip to Walmart or Target or whatever. That ain't no big deal. That's what I've narrowed it down to. And I was trying to narrow it down to just a suitcase and a backpack for if I get on that plane and I go to Asia, to the Philippines. But like I said, that's still up in the air, but that's the goal I was shooting for. But a few things have happened that's sort of holding me back right now, and I'm gonna see how that works out. Actually, an ex from back 27 years ago that's all of a sudden popped up in my life, but we'll have to see about that. And anyway, but I'm gonna close this video out, and I just wanted to make a little video on my thoughts and this and that. I'm sitting out here by myself, nobody's around me, and this is just a one-on-one or whatever you want to call it, talking to all of you out there. I mean, this is a hobby or whatever. This is something I started doing about 2 months ago, videoing. Instead of taking pictures, you can't capture all this stuff on taking pictures and putting them in photo albums. And the YouTube thing, well, I'm videoing what I can, and I'm gonna put it on video on YouTube, and it's gonna be there. I mean, after I'm dead and gone, hey, that's old Uncle Tony, or that's Tony, or that was my brother-in-law, or my cousin, or whatever. He made videos before he passed away, or what. I mean, that's just what it's for. I'm trying to do as many as I can with Mama. And anyway, but anyway, till the next video, there will be another video unless I croak first. I just want to peace, subscribe, like, comment, and what's the other? There's something. Oh yeah, Tony's Adventures in 1961. That's my channel on YouTube. Everybody take care until next time. Adios.